Hey, welcome to another tutorial with Mr. Piri. So we have an example with us right here, and we're asked to calculate the correlation coefficient of the following. So we have been given the variables of x. As you see, the first row we have the variables of x. We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 11. Then we have the second row, which has the variables for y: 18, 12, 10, 8, 7, and 5. So these are the two variables that we have. So first of all, the best thing that we'll have to do is we write this in a table. So we say solution. We'll write the variables of x, which is 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 11. We write them, then we sum them. Then when we sum, we add each of these variables. What we get is called the sum of x, which is giving us 36. We do the same for the variables of y. We get them, then we sum them. Y variables, we have 18, 12, 10, 8, 7, and 5. We sum these, and we're going to get the sum of y. Then the next step is we'll get each of these variables of x, okay, and we'll square that, and we're going to call that x squared, okay. When we get each of these variables, we square them. We have 2 squared, which will give us 4, 4 squared will give us 16, 5 squared will give us 25, 6 squared will give us 36, 8 squared will give us 64, and 11 squared will give us 121. Then when we add these, is what we are going to call the sum of x squared. You see that, right? You should see the difference between the sum of x and the sum of x squared. The sum of x squared is signifying that we squared each variable of x first of all, then we summed them up. So we'll do the same thing with the variables of y. We're going to get y squared. We square each of these individual variables, y squared. Then we're going to have 18 squared, which is 342, 12 squared, which is 144, 10 squared, 100, 8 squared, 64, 7 squared, 49, and 5 squared, 25. Then we add all that, which we're going to call the sum of y squared, which is equals to 706. Then now from here, we're going to multiply the variables of x and the variables of y correspondingly. We'll say x, y. We'll call this column xy. So we are multiplying the variables correspondingly. 2, so xy column will be 2 times 18, which is 36, 4 times 12, which is 48, 5 times 10, 50, 6 times 8, 48, and so on and so forth. Then when we sum each of those variables, we're going to call that column the sum of x, y, which is 293. Okay, so this is what we're going to do